What's up? It's me. I'm back. Doing something new, of course, like the topic of this video. I want to talk to you guys about my last month of photography. So I guess with this YouTube channel, you see me hold myself accountable with trying new things, letting you guys know how I feel about it, because I've been one guy who's been shooting film for a while, and I feel like I gotta make some more progresses in my creativity. So why not you guys watch it with me? We can all learn together, am I right? This video is going to be me talking about new things I've tried this month, some things you've seen, some of them you haven't seen. We're going to address how I feel about them because I don't think I talked enough about them during the past videos. So let's start with a small thing, Negative Lab Pro. In the past, when I've got film developed, they give me developed and scanned, developed, whatever you think comes first, that's you. And they usually give me the photos edited. And I was editing the edits. I realized that I can get a lot more out of what I'm doing if I just get the negatives and I edit them myself. So until I learn how to scan, I'm going to be editing through Negative Lab Pro. So when I get my film developed, I get them back as negatives. Put them in Lightroom, slide them into Negative Lab Pro. I flip the negatives. I get different presets, different settings to work with. And I've honestly noticed a bunch of more outcomes that are more colorful, more range, and it's made me happier with what I can do. So that's the first thing I want to bring up. Negative Lab Pro, I like it. I'm going to keep doing it. Next thing we can talk about is me doing street and concert photography. Street photography has been something that I was mostly motivated doing while I was on vacation. This time around, I feel like I was like, why not do it when I'm close to home? It gives me more chance to work on my skills, work on composing, making sure that my photos are turning out to the best capability they could come out in. So yeah, with street photography, the pros were the fact that I didn't have to rely on people to take photos. As much as I love taking portrait photos, it's hard to work with schedules with people. It's hard to record when it comes to doing it. So I just want to go out, test different films at this time, get different photos for my portfolio. It was fun. And again, I'm going to do it more. I've only ever shot a few concerts in the past, all on digital, of course. Right before the Zach Fox show you guys saw, I did a live podcast show for New Roria Mall. And that's when I realized I need to make a change when it comes to concert photography, because I didn't know you can't shoot flash in a venue. So I took Portrait 400 and Portrait 800 with me. And if you see the photos with flash, they were all right. They were okay. Not during the show, of course. And the photos I took during the show without flash were dodgy. Barely focused. Shutter speed was slow. Some people thought I was trying to be artsy. No, I'm not going to try that hard to be artsy. But I learned the lesson of, okay, how am I going to approach the next show I do? Because 800 ISO wasn't good enough. So I talked to the guy that does my film developing. I also did a bunch of YouTube research. Of course, Willem Verbeek will be the first person that comes up. This guy has pushed everything to its limit. So I learned I don't need to do all of that. I can just push it by one stop and get what I need. A month later, Zach Fox rolls around. I take Cinestill 800 and Portrait 400. Again, I'm going to stick to Portrait 400 no matter what. And pushing the film, it was good enough. I got great photos. I thought the colors were amazing. I liked the fact that I got more range with what I could do during the concert. And it's definitely something I want to do more now. I'm going to push film outside of the concert realm, like I did with my last video when I shot Cinestill for street photography. Pushed it up by one. I liked it. Why not talk about Cinestill now? So last month, I shot 3 different film stocks that I've never shot before. Cinestill 800, Ektar 100, and Lomography 400. And I'm going to tell you how I really feel now. Because I'm not in the streets, I'm not cold. I'm going to tell you what was up. So Cinestill 800, I loved it. The halations that come with it, those little light things around lights, they were amazing. I loved it. It's definitely a film stock I might use more for shooting at night, especially when it comes to street stuff. I don't know about portraits yet. I already know Portrait 800 is good for me when it comes to portrait stuff, so I might have to stick to it. But am I making a video where I compare Lomo 800, Cinestill 800, and Portrait 800? Of course, because I want views, and y'all like that. Those are the plans that I have when it comes to Cinestill. I think I'm going to stick to it when it comes to nighttime street photography. Not sure when it comes to portrait photography. The next film stock I can talk about is Ektar 100. Ektar 100. It was good. I liked it. Do I love it? I don't know. It was a good film to use. Colors were all right. I didn't really complain about the colors. I was more disappointed in the fact that once those clouds come in, it was useless. I didn't love it that much. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'll never shoot it again. I do have one more roll of it, but I also have Portrait 160, and I know I like Portrait 160, so what's the point of me cheating on something I like, you know? But yeah, I don't see any cons of it other than no light. And the pros of it, I can get from other film stocks. And I'm most likely just going to stick to Portrait 400 because it just does me right when I need it to. So that's how I feel about Ektar 100. It's nothing like special, nothing saucy. What I can talk about is how much I'll never shoot Lomography 400 ever again. It wasn't worth it. It was overhyped. It was hard to even load into the camera. Like, yeah, it's a cheaper film stock compared to Portrait 400, but loading it in, I had issues. I wasn't trying to get into the camera. The other thing that came out with it, though, once I was done shooting, it was all winded into the camera. I opened that back, and that roll was thick. And not even a thick that I like, a thick that disappointed me. Because I knew there would be light leaks. You guys didn't see like my light leaks, like maybe one photo. And seeing how the light leaks turned out made me just turned off to ever trying that film ever again. Because if it's not gonna be reliable to me, what's the point of using it? And I'm not tripping. It can't just be a me thing. So I asked other people, other photographers, I saw online that there are quality control issues with Lomography. Please don't sue me. I'm just saying what I read. It's all alleged, right? But I think I learned the lesson about what I would do for future Lomography use. The next 800 roll I have, I'm going to use that to the best capability that I can. Make sure that it's not going to screw me over. But again, don't see myself replacing Portrait 400 for Lomography 400. Yeah, I can think the lessons that I learned in trying different films out this past month was Portrait 400 is the only film I should trust. But again, this is how the past month was. I'm going to try to do more videos next month, try more new things. I have a couple of ideas lined up, see what the king of all films are, Portrait 400. But I'm open to trying out and seeing how it goes. To everybody who subscribed to my channel, thank you. I really appreciate people commenting, liking. And if you haven't commented and liked, let's do it now. Tell me your favorite color. Ask me about the news. Don't ask me about politics. Keep liking, subscribe, and you guys can go through this journey with me. All right? Peace out, A-Town.
Peace up, A-Town.
I'm not even from Atlanta. I ain't never been to Atlanta, but what's up?